My son is talking.
Dada. Dada.
I don't know how to feel. Okay, so we are headed to the new house. We're gonna do a little bit of a DIY fireplace renovation. We're just sprucing it up a little bit. Honestly, all we're doing is painting it white. But it's gonna look nice, hopefully. There's a little wood mantle on top of the fireplace.
Are you painting that?
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if I'm gonna paint that or not. So
The poopy colored wood, here, take them.
So I think that must go as well. I'm not a painter. I have no skills at all, literally none. So if this works, just follow along step by step with what I tell you want me back. So let's
Skedaddle.
skedaddle. First real step is to clean this thing. Whoever lived here before us definitely had a dog. Okay, painter's tape is on. That probably took an hour and a half. What? I mean, wow. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies and crevices between the concrete and the new floors and the baseboards and the walls and everything. It was just overwhelming.
That is.
I wanted at least like a 6-inch buffer for little splatters or whatever. I don't do this, so let me just, stop you right there. Stop judging me. We're gonna stick with Taylor's Greek roots here and go with a Greek Villa white. We've got a bunch of shades of white. This is the one she chose. I think I'm gonna start with the mantle
I wish I could do this.
and work my way down.
Do you like the color?
It's white. Okay, so while the top part of this dries off, I think I'm supposed to be doing like a layer, dry, I think. I'm pretty sure. But while that dries off, I'm gonna get in underneath. Yeah, I'm just noticing I didn't finish the bottom of the wood, that sucks. But while that coat dries, I was gonna start the brick, but now I'm gonna finish up under there and then start the brick. It's a very rough wood, so there's a lot of like holes that I have to like fill up with paint. I don't like it. I forgot to take the little fire hole thing. It's on the face of the fireplace, so that's what we're doing now. That sucks.
Really freaking sucks.
It could have been bad. Thank God there's like a bottom piece to this fireplace that's getting painted, because I would have ruined the floors by now. I just ran out of paint, so we're headed back to the paint store to hopefully find the exact same color and finish the fireplace. I got the left side almost like completely done. I haven't even done the floor yet, and then I gotta finish the side and all the cracks. Once all those are done, I can go back on top with the wood, do another layer of the paint on the wood and another layer on the bricks. I am way in over my head, but I'm gonna finish this thing today by myself, so just go ahead and pat myself on the back real quick. I'm gonna have to drop Taylor and Malakai off after we get this paint and come back and finish this at night. Excited to show you guys the final product, but for now, enjoy this half done fireplace.
Good morning, Dada.
Good morning to you. We're trying dragon fruit today. New spoon, maybe this will help.
Apparently this one's made to help babies learn how to use spoons. It's like a training spoon. And it's also a teether, so 2 in 1.
Little health update. He is officially 110%. He's been super good for the past like week and a half. I think he likes this one.
I think it's also the spoon.
We think part of the reason his symptoms were what they were is because he's teething right now, and apparently when babies teeth,
You see his face?
yeah, I guess congestion's normal for teething babies. We don't know though, we ain't never done this before, so definitely got a good scare out of that, but still quarantined, still just chilling. Trying to make that transition to solid foods. You were getting on me about every vlog saying how much he's growing, but
Are you gonna do that again?
no, I'm just gonna say that
Oh my goodness.
the time between these vlogs, it's not helping his case. I mean, he grows so fast day by day, but y'all see the, you know, whatever it
You're
is.
really doing this?
He is growing at light speed. What am I supposed to say? He's gonna be an adult soon. Within the next year, it looks like he's gonna move out of the house and start a business and get an apartment and everything. So I wanna document it more.
I thought you were gonna say I wanna die.
Oh my God. Along with his growth, you can expect a lot more from this channel in general. As you know, I convinced Taylor to make a YouTube channel a few months ago now. Malakai is making his tomorrow, so we're just getting all the YouTubes dialed in. Definitely expect more DIY videos, more renovation videos, before and after stuff in the house and outside of the house. Cooking, gardening, all sorts of stuff like that. Once we're settled in this house and moved in, there will be all sorts of different types of videos. While we're here in quarantine, everyone needs to release their steam. While we're here in quarantine, everyone needs to scream. You go first. Everyone needs to release their steam. While we're here in quarantine, everyone needs to scream. He like imploded.
Come on. Come on. Walk to me. Come on. I see those feet tapping.
He's too interested in that water.
I see those tubby toes.
Malakai!
Stop.
Malakai, wait.
I've given you too much independence. Now you don't care about me. INDE.
I'm tired.
Being a mother is being exhausted, but still going. Every day, you just keep on going. You know what babies are?
What are babies?
Mirrors.
Damn, bro.
They mirror the love that you give them.
Say that one more time.
What?
The last part.
They mirror the love.
I interrupted. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
They mirror the love that you give.
I hope they don't mirror the intelligence.
Where are you running to? Oh my God.
Look at this man.
He's keep walking like this.
Just left the pub.
He's drunk.
Yes, Taylor, that's what that means.
Oh, you said that?
How does it feel knowing your son's first steps are going to happen any day now? Interesting.
Oh, okay, I got it. Nasty. Sassy. Moody. Nasty.
It is 6:45 and we are about to head on a little nighttime stroll. Not nighttime, evening. Mau deeply enjoys walking through the neighborhood. I actually love walking around our neighborhood even though we are moving. It's a good little, it's quaint. It's a nice little quaint neighborhood. Are you ready to go on the walk? Do you see your mom?
Hi, baby. What you don't change, you choose.
What you don't change, you choose?
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you enjoy your walk, Mama?
My legs are like tingling.
From walking?
His side eye is getting vicious.
Boobies? Because I want a carbonation.
Isn't that like no alcohol?
White Claw?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Oh, it is. I don't know.
what the hell?
Malakai, stop, no. You can't do that. Why does he do that? Malakai, no!
You always booby.
Yeah, we don't really use binkies. Pacifiers, whatever you want to call them. He just never got attached. What are the benefits and the... No, what's the opposite of benefits?
What are the disadvantages of binkies?
What are the benefits and disadvantages of pacifiers?
Well, pacifier is just a soothing thing, but I mean.
Over here.
What? Oh, you really asking this question?
Yes. Why do I mean, he's never used one.
Because he
just
uses
choose-
my tit and as a pacifier. Yeah, you don't see him use one, but I'm constantly boobing him out.
Boobing him out.
Oh,
Whoa.
boing.
See, he's getting much more durable.
When you wore that, you were so little.
I can't wait to hold him upside down.
Oh my.
Oh. Puts mustache on. He does this thing where he purposefully drops whatever he has in his hands over you so that he can climb over you and get it. There you go. Prime example. Moo, get out of my space. Oh. We just face planted. Yay!
There's Malakai. There's Malakai. What was that? There's Malakai.
Oh, you hype.
Yeah.
You hypey. Woo, get it. Ay.
You got allergies, man? You got any allergies, man? You could literally easily intertwine algae and allergies and no one would notice.
What's algae?
What's algae?
Well, now I don't think words are real after you say them so many times.
Algae? Algae. You don't think algae's real. What's algae? You know what algae is.
Yeah.
It's a... I'm sure y'all know. I'm sure you all know. I'm sure y'all all know.
Y'all. So y'all, you all, you twice.
Y'all all know.
Y'all all. Y'all is you all.
It's a southern thing. You all are all aware that Earth Day was this week. In the US especially, we have all of this overpackaging and just unnecessary trash that's created on a daily basis. And when you start to scale back on some of that or just be more conscientious about it, you realize how much of it there actually is. It's everywhere. I've been super inspired by a few people. There's one girl in particular that kind of started the whole movement. She kept all her trash in a jar from like years worth of trash in a jar, and she kind of is the founding father, to me at least, of this whole movement.
Do you love her?
I love her. She basically inspired me though to start just being a little more aware of what I am consuming, and obviously companies should start to take notice, and we should reward those companies that use reusable packaging and things that, you know, are environmentally conscious, because the fact that, you know, we're just kind of throwing trash away into landfills and negating the fact that, you know, we're destroying the planet. It makes me feel like a very human being for just being a cog in that system. We've dug ourselves into a hole here. With that being said, there's a lot that we do control as consumers, and we do have the power to kind of shift things, you know, with what we consume on an everyday basis. It will naturally and gradually change. Now, change happens slowly, but if enough people jump on board, if enough people are conscious about what they're consuming and doing, then ultimately I think we can make, you know, trash a problem of the past. But yeah, for now we're just filling up landfills, USA especially. Oh my gosh, we just waste so much trash, like, and it's just mindless consumption. There's no reason that this trash should be here, and everyone, if given the option of using reusable materials, would absolutely do that. We've seen it with the electric car becoming, you know, the most popular car in the past couple years. Even people want to do good by the environment. They want to be environmentally conscious and help the overall state of the earth. We just need to give everybody a better chance to do that, and instead of shaming people for not doing it, we need to make it more accessible for them and guide them almost in a way that it's like, here's how you can live your lifestyle without making such, you know, a terrible impact on the planet. I know it probably seems ridiculous, or just like it doesn't even make sense right now, like, you know, what am I doing with my trash bags or trash cans or any of that stuff? And the message here is that it's gonna take a lot of us doing this imperfectly, as opposed to just a few of us doing this, you know, absolutely perfect to a T. We are not zero waste by all means. Like, we have not gotten there yet. We are just trying our best to get there and seeing, you know, what corners we can cut and what things we don't need. Obviously, you know, where it first starts is plastic. Avoid single-use plastics at all costs. How do you do that? Get reusable items. That seems like something that everyone should have and is normal, but no, water bottles are a thing. Get a reusable water bottle. Start filling it up. Get a water filter. Do whatever, you know, you need to do to stay hydrated, but stop using plastic. And if you're ordering food, that's, you know, a tough one, because there's so much extra trash that comes with food. But there's options now that are eco-friendly when you order food, even on apps. So like, we're going in the right direction, but there's still these extra steps we can take as people, as consumers, to just make sure that we are doing right by our planet. It weighs heavy on my mind just thinking about all the waste and trash I've created over my 20 years of life. Like, it's just ridiculous to even begin to imagine, mindlessly, without even, you know, being aware that that's what I'm doing, just because it's what the system's doing and it's normal. Start steering towards filling up your recycling bin instead of your trash can. If something can be recycled, clean it out and recycle it. All Coca-Cola used to be in glass bottles, and there was bottle bins, drop-off bottle bins, where you could just drink your drink and you drop off the bottle and they reuse it and it gets reused forever, and that's gone. So like, it's ridiculous. They put the burden on us and they just expect us not to care, and we don't care. But we can't continue to not care because our planet is literally dying. Little things, one thing at a time. Try your best to just use less trash, create less trash. If you can focus on, you know, making the switch from single-use plastics and getting, you know, a reusable water bottle, or just being more conscientious about what you buy and if it's eco-friendly, and focusing on recycling rather than creating trash. If you can do all of those things, there's still more to do, for sure. You'll find how hard it is to completely be trashless. If you're doing all those things, if you're doing some of those things, if you're doing much more, after all that's said and done, the message has to spread. So, you know, do your part, but if you can help someone else do their part as well, that's, you know, the best that you can really do, and ultimately that'll make a change and an impact. Some people don't even know this is a thing, and they're just a victim of society. So that's the biggest thing I would say, is if you do all this, if you, you know, completely dominate your life and are trash free, great. Spread it to the next person. Spread it to the ignorant person who doesn't care about trash. When it comes down to it, I don't know what day it was, 1969 or 70, those striking images of our planet without any borders or lines, or, you know, just a complete unified, almost like organism of a blue marble just floating in space. Even now when you look at the photo, it puts so much into perspective. Ultimately, it puts, you know, our significance, or rather non-significance, in perspective. We definitely need to be more conscious and respectful of our living situation, because, you know, we're the third planet from a fiery gas ball of, you know, sun burning in the sky that we're so dependent on, and there's all of these delicate ecosystems and things and animals and endangered species and all this that's happening on this planet that we need to survive and to continue as a species ourselves. And we are destroying it by just mindlessly throwing away trash. So if I can encourage you guys to do one thing, it's try to become more trash free and more eco-friendly. It's probably the best, most noble thing you can do at this moment. While we're all quarantined, while we're all at home, I think this is the best time that we could be becoming aware of these things and spreading them and trying to, you know, better our lifestyle. So take whatever measures you can, spread it to whoever you can, and yeah, try your best. You're at home in quarantine right now. There's no excuse not to focus in and change, you know, some lifestyle habits that you might not like, or that you might not be okay with, or that are weighing in on your conscience. Anyway, happy Earth Day, and yeah, I hope that I didn't just bore you with my lecture, but it needed to be said, it needed to be heard, it needs to be done.